Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Orbital Potato, and this is Tabletop Gods. My name, of course, is Orbital Potato. I am joined by my Mount Olympus of an ally, Rhapsody. How's it going, dude?
Extremely well. Frankly, I'm excited to get into this game. Seems a lot like some of the games we played previously in the past, kind of like Minimax Tinyverse, almost a little bit like Mushroom Wars 2, in the same kind of simplified RTS style, would you not say?
I would say it's developed by Ghostfish Games and published by Other Ocean Group, so that's another fun fact for you there. So you wanna jump into the queue?
Let's go. So this is an arena with just the two of us in, so we don't even have to wait for anyone else to finish their match before we can beat them. Are you going to join the queue back? Oh, no, wait, actually. Right, you just clicked play. So do you want to randomize arenas and stuff?
I would love to randomize arenas. Let's rock out. This is going to be great. So the whole theme of this game is pretty simple, actually. And I think it would be good to talk through the first round, just so that everyone knows what's going on. Should we say that this one doesn't count?
Sure.
Just, so whoever loses can at least save a little bit of face?
Sure, I'm totally fine for that, because I suspect entirely that I will lose.
I think that you will win. Alright, so you've got a whole bunch of towers that you can place. You've got 12 mana, and you've got to decide whether to put out traps or whether to put out towers. And place them in strategic locations so that you can maximize your troop efficiency in the coming round. Is that fair to say?
Yep, I would say that. So the goal of the game is, over the course of 3 rounds, to destroy as many of your opponent's strongholds as possible. You can see those marked up in the top border. Using the units that you can build in the setup round, those typically being traps or buildings, as well as the units that you can build during the game. You can see me spawning a couple here to fight directly. So each of them have their own advantages and disadvantages, similar to kind of what you might expect from a normal RTS, like cavalry beats infantry, infantry beats, etc., 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 and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And also, it looks like one of the one of the requirements of the Scissor Paper Rock here is that Orbital beats Rhapsody. Because I have forgotten how video games work, and also I put down the wrong building at the very start, which was just a dumb. You've already killed one of my buildings and you're damaging another. I am terrified.
Yeah. Okay, so let's sort of talk a little bit about this, if that's all right. So the tower that I've got is a tower destroyer. So it's a building that you can place during the setup phase, which specifically, and it's literally only thing that it can attack, is other towers, which I think can be used very strategically. But if it gets destroyed, I mean, you waste a tremendous amount of resources, because those resources could be better spent on, I mean, literally anything else.
Does spy traps trigger multiple times? Because your spy traps just... Oh no.
They trigger 3 times. They have 3 procs in them. And I believe that is the case with every trap. So you've got my tower destroyer in the center, so that's a pretty annoying deal.
I mean, it was a pretty annoying tower. Ooh, so you do have some god powers. Fireball was the one that we just saw. I feel like part of Fireball's power has to be the fact that it refuses to allow you to see the screen for quite some time.
That is, I mean, objectively the most powerful bit about it.
So you pay for the units that you summon by using a replenishing source of mana down in the bottom left. I'm hovering over at the very moment. And you can only have a certain amount of each type of unit down on the field at a time. Like 1 Necromancer, 1 Bomber, apparently 3 Skeletons, denoted by the bottom left of their character portrait. I will try and describe as much as I can about this game while also playing it, but if I start to lose, I'm sorry, Orbital, you're going to have to describe everything about the game while I rub my wounds.
So it's probably worth mentioning that as control points are defeated, so I've defeated 3 of Rhapsody's control points here. The control points become white, white shaded, and that means that I can spawn my units in, which negates the need to walk over the entirety of the map to reach Rhapsody's base.
Yep. So the red territory, I can't spawn anything in. The blue territory, I can only spawn. And then the white territory, either of us can spawn stuff in, which is terrifying, as you might imagine.
It is indeed terrifying. It also means like structures. I think can your structures be built in the white zone as well, Rhapsody? I think.
Oh yeah, I suppose they can.
All right, here's the next level strat.
Oh no, come on. We've only just started. You can't already next level strat me. Get down to some first level strats. You know what? Actually, if you could give me some negative level strats.
Negative level
what
strats.
is this?
Yeah. Oh, this is great. This is great. I mean, I don't think this is... Oh no! No, my dudes are trapped. Oh, this is a tragedy.
You're not allowed to do anything.
I'm
destroying all of it.
This is very not good. Come on, forward, man.
Oh no. Yeah!
You spawned giants on top of me. Oh, the next level strats.
I don't know about this one, bud. Your next level strat actually seems to be a next level strat for me.
Oh, pourquoi? Pourquoi?
Pourquoi?
Por favor.
I'm sorry. I will give you absolutely not an inch here. You've taken down so many of my buildings in the first round. It's only fair that I turn it around. I actually do like that. So your buildings, not your traps, but your buildings do... actually, I think your traps do as well. Persist between rounds, but your units do not. Yep. So it gives you the ability to turn the tide of a fight in the next round, which I really like because it means you don't just get shut out from the very start.
Yeah, you can optimize for a later round. What I also really like about this game, in comparison to other games like Minimax Tinyverse, is that it's actually very, very difficult to manipulate your mana income. Other than the one trap that we've got, the one mana trap which we've got, which imbues an enemy unit with mana, can demonstrate it in the coming rounds, perhaps.
Yep.
But I feel that it's really nice how you know that your opponent is working within the same constraints as you.
Yeah, that is actually really good, right? So not having the drafting phase that Minimax Tinyverse had
exactly
prior to the start was a little... It was a little much, because I felt like a lot of the time you felt like you were locked out, and I felt like I was locked out when it would reverse. It effectively became like scissors, paper, rock, but in the drafting phase.
Exactly, right?
What are you doing? No, that's my tower. I only just realized you're even attacking that.
Yeah, I didn't realize that I can actually do that, but it turns out that you can.
No.
Oh.
You're not allowed. I'm gonna blow you up. Giant fireball. That fireball is a little much. I think both you and I have...
Yeah.
I think both you and I have turned down the volume specifically because of it.
Yeah, the fireball effect. All right. What's also interesting is that you can swap troops out within or between rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want different troops at a different point, you can actually do that. I don't know if we're at the stage where we would get much benefit from that, but it's something to consider.
I don't suspect any of us, or rather either of us, know enough about the game at the moment to really utilize that to full effect.
Yeah. So you've clearly like optimized for the late game because you've got two. Is it ballistas?
Ballistas?
Dave Batistas?
Yeah.
Up on the back line.
I can't see them. They're being impossibly still. References! Oh, yeah. Did you take part in that cultural paradigm? Me too. What up? High five. Yeah, it's dope.
Thanks for that. That was great. Absolutely exceptional.
Didn't need to do any of that. Did it anyway, though. Oh, it looks like you can get... Wait, are those units from, like, different races? Like, can I draft humans in Undead? Is that what's happening there?
Great question. No idea.
Well, I'm honestly very comforted by your honesty there.
All right. Can I make a quick statement about Dave Bautista. I think he's one of the best actors that... okay, all right, it's fine then.
Sorry about that. I'm really glad that you asked permission, but when you ask permission, you have to be ready to get no as an answer. Don't ask for permission, ask for... Exactly, you have to be getting ready to get dunked on. Don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness. Tell me the thing about Dave Bautista, and then I'll be mad for a while, but it's okay. I think we'll work through it. Oh, that bomber. What are you doing? What are you doing over there with that bomber?
So, bombers are actually legit.
They are.
They are legit.
Oh, God.
And I think that my strategy is that you should always have a bomber on the field.
I literally just nuked only because of your archers there.
Oh my god.
Bombers are super legit. It feels like you do need something to cover them on their entrance, right?
I think it depends if depends what's going on. What these guys? Okay, you have some giants that are vetted to level 3.
Yes, so that is something we should talk about. The units can level up over the course of the match. They retain their upgrades over the course of the different rounds, and those make them more effective. If you hover over the unit, you can see exactly what is going to be leveling it up. For example, the Shambling Hulks only level up by damaging strongholds. But luckily, I set mine up to damage some really important strongholds real early, so I got them leveled up pretty effectively. Looks like I might be able to turn the tide on this one.
I think that you are turning the tide on this one.
You think that I am, but your archers are goddamn annoying.
Yeah, they're pretty highly vetted. Although, what the heck? They just two-touched that tower. That's insane.
Well, no. That tower was on really low HP. While I was sending in the Shambling Hulks and everyone was focusing on them, I was putting in bombers constantly.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's bomber strats.
Yep. Exactly. I don't know if there are any bomber strats than that. So we should probably launch back into another game, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's do it. All right. Netherrealm. Let's Netherrealm it up. We did the castle grounds. What did you pick last time? Did you pick a human last time?
I have been randomizing every single option so far. Until I find something that I like, I'd rather just really randomize.
All right. You know what? Sure. I'll random too.
Neat. Undead versus humans. Is this not a mirror of our first match?
I think so.
Excellent.
I think so. Okay. Oh, I feel like I need to develop a better sense of what is going on. You know?
I feel like that too. With respect to this game, yeah, I also feel that. And in general, of course. But...
All right. So. All right.
Right.
Okay, fair. I think that I'm at least thinking too short term. You know, I'm not optimizing for the long game. How are you doing that? How is this possible that you're attacking my tower before I even? Unbelievable.
What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Well, this is straight up a hot mess. How do you have so many troops?
Well, mine are really weak, right? I'm undead. I have really incredibly weak skeletons that just go out there.
Don't do yourself down, dude. How they throw? What do they throw? Like poison carcass or something? It's
no,
like
those are my flesh lobbers.
Strong.
Tough sentry units, but they cannot move. They attack troops and structures, and they regenerate health. So they're pretty good frontline units, but they can't move at all. So you better know where your frontline has got to be. Oh, they shred that troop. Oh, sorry about that. Well, not really sorry, but
dude, they're so good.
They are. They really are. I mean, they're not that different to your archers, right? So
no, they're not. Yeah, I don't know. My archers, I think, have slightly longer range. Oh, now the traps proc. All right, great. That's super effective.
Well, I just got to remember not to move any units forward over that. That said, I do have a building that just spawns skeletons and keeps throwing them out, and I'm using that to Yeah, I have a building that just spawns skeletons.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for telling me again.
You asked. You said excuse me. That means that you need some clarification on the top hand.
That's very true. I do often need that.
Frankly, it would have been rude if I had have just sat there and gone, no, wallow in your ignorance.
All right. Okay. Here's a strat though. Because you've got skeletons, my archers level up quicker.
That's
Able
also
to vet. Is that a strat?
Yeah, it totally could be a strat. Like if they vet off of killing units, and I'm just sending wave after wave of units in, seems super useful for you.
All right. You know what? You know what's also important is making sure that you have archers. You have archers that you can place out like fairly regularly. But you also don't want to like deploy them too far back because you only have a limited amount of troops that you can stick into the field at any one time.
This is the case? Yes. I really want this stronghold down because if I can actually move on that space, I will be so pleased.
So this is the thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get it.
It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. Like, because of course between rounds, you need to reset and take it easy and adjust your strategy. So if you can get it before the round ends, then it's really strong. Okay. I need to go for a new strat. Help me with my new strat. What should I do?
Okay, so if you press escape, there's a button that says forfeit. If you could just click that for me, I think that's actually like, that's some pro tier high level strats right there.
That's pro tier high level strats.
Pro tier high level strats.
All right.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
All right. Let's see what you got.
1.
Show me what you got.
I want to see what you've got. Oh, wait, hang on. No, you're not allowed to make Rick and Morty references in 2019, right? I'm pretty sure that's disallowed.
I've started rewatching Rick and Morty, right? And it is really it's a fantastic TV show. It really is.
It is. It's one of those unfortunate circumstances where you're like, man, this is a really good TV show. I wish that I could tell people I like Rick and Morty, but I can't tell people I like Rick and Morty because people who tell people they like Rick and Morty oftentimes like Rick and Morty a little bit too much.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what? It's kind of got a little bit out of hand. Like, why can't we all just enjoy something and then just, not go over the top about it, right?
Man, your archers constantly terrify me.
Yeah. They are good.
I hate them so much. I don't know if I've ever hated anything as much as I hate your archers.
They're just doing their job.
Exactly. That's the worst part. You know what? That's what they said at the Nuremberg trials as well. So...
You can't say
what? No, I can. It literally was the case.
Yeah, but they're all the worst people there.
Bad defense.
Like, they're literally all the worst people.
I know. That's what I'm saying about your archers.
I think that's a little unfair on my archers, to be honest.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, no, I'm being incredibly hyperbolic here. Let me be 1000% crystal clear. I am making no moral equivalence on either of those cases.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what you're doing.
Ooh, yeah, you can spawn them there, but I'm just gonna jump directly on them with units. Oh, and then you're gonna kill them? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I deserve that.
All right. Well,
what are you doing with that bomber? Get out of here.
I couldn't possibly comment. It's a top secret initiative. Area 51 sort of stuff, What the fuck? You just you guys okay, how do I defeat? Okay, what is the thing that those undead little gremlins are weak against?
The flesh lobsters, the ones that can't move?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Like,
they
what?
just can't move. That's their big thing. They cannot move.
It's like, the Hulk in the original Avengers.
That's my secret cap. I can't move.
Yeah,
I'm too
got it.
dummy thick to move.
You got it. Yeah, that's That's it. I'm too dummy thick to move.
Mm-hmm. Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around without alerting the guards, but... How did you like that whole, the whole dummy thick meme genre? I was so on board.
Sorry? Dummy thick.
Have you not seen, what's his name? Is it David Gator? The guy who does the voice for Solid Snake?
Yeah.
He just recorded
No.
a kind of like Vine length thing. Yes, Vine is out of date, but Vine length thing nonetheless. Saying, Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
Oh, yeah.
It was real good. I liked it. I kind of like this whole nuevo wave of celebrating, sexualizing kind of like male pop cultural icons. Like, one of the other examples would obviously be That's America's Ass in Avengers Endgame recently.
Yeah. Yeah.
8, 7, 6, 5.
Oh, God.
And
I just...
what a butt. Alright. I've got only one building down. I'm terrified that that's not only the first building I'll get down, but the last.
Alright. You did put one down in the corner, and I have destroyed it. And I literally cannot do anything against the stupid little gremlin things. So you know what? Here's the strat. I'm just not going to touch them. Because you know what? You've only got a limited supply of them. So you know what? You can just go and...
Exactly.
Just
they can't
be
move my
entertained.
dude.
It's the whole spiel. It's their whole weakness. I finally figured it out.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you finally did.
Wow. Alright. Let's do this. Okay, what do you think about the champion character? You know, the second last character from the end. The Demon Lord, I think it is for you.
No,
Oh
mine's the
my
Necromancer. Demon Lord is for the demons, unsurprisingly.
Oh, okay.
I always like to have them out pretty much all of the time because I figure, you know, with as little experience as I have, you know, take everything I say with not a grain but a pillar of salt. I expect that they will be really powerful. Possibly.
God. How is this happening? I'm doing very, very poorly here, I think. Also, you have, like, vetted giants. How is this even possible?
What do you mean, how is this even possible, having vetted giants? That's just normal. You have some vetted stuff, too.
Occasionally. I get a vetted stuff out.
I honestly need this round to just end. Like, that's my best chance, is this round just ending and going to new rounds where I might actually have a chance, because I'm doing awfully here.
Well, I need this round to continue. And I'm very hopeful that my Tower Destroyer is going to stay around for at least a little while longer, so that hopefully I can eke out another couple of structures this round.
Mm-hmm. Couple? It can target multiple?
Sorry, yeah, that Tower Destroyer, it sequentially targets characters, towers even.
Yeah, I just didn't think it had enough range to hit multiple different towers, like...
It does if you place it in the right spot. Which I did. Haha. Just to make you aware of that.
Thank you for
Okay,
making me aware of that.
It's alright. Oh, come on. Get that structure, get that structure. No. Bomber, one more bomber. Oh, I should have had more bombers. Oh, you spawned your... Oh, no!
Just gonna casually... Sudden death! No!
Oh, yes!
That's gonna be like next building down wins. This round didn't even end. I got so hardcore punked here. Yeah. At least.
That is... Okay. I feel that is a little unfair. That's quite amusing, actually. I can't believe that. Neither of us knew.
I mean, it does make sense, right? It's a 3-round structure. We were on the 3rd round. I couldn't have assumed there had to be an extra round. Frankly, good on you for not letting me know at all that
Well,
you must have expected there was a sudden death coming up. You
Oh
need the
yeah,
round to
yeah,
go for
absolutely.
longer.
I was actually optimizing my entire play style
I
around
knew
that
it.
moment right there.
It's the big old
Um,
long con.
It is the big old long con. But, ladies and gents, we're gonna have to be discovering the more long cons. What the hell? What does that even mean? It's not even English
The
properly.
longer cons.
The longer cons. We'll have to discover the longer cons in the next episode, because that's it for now, ladies and gents. Thank you for watching. I've been Orbital Potato. He's been Rhapsody. This has been Tabletop Gods. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Adios.